Hey guys, welcome back. This is the lecture number 79 from our bootcamp series. In this lecture, we're gonna integrate an admin theme into our course project. Since we are using Bootstrap 4 in this course project, so we will use a Bootstrap 4 admin theme which you can find available free at SB admin site. So let me show you that what theme we're gonna use. Just come to Google and at Google you can type like SB admin Bootstrap for admin template and let's set free. We're gonna use a free theme. Okay, so click on this theme, click on this link, sorry. You will see this kind of page. Okay, so this is the theme that we're gonna use. Okay, so here is the source code of the theme and you can first check the live preview it. So let's preview this theme. Okay, so this theme will look like this. You can find an admin dashboard page here where we have some charts and all that. We don't use chart in this course project. Okay, but still we can see that how an admin dashboard looks like. Okay, so here you can see that we have a side navigation bar where we have some drop downs like components and some utility links and some pages links and all that. So it this theme also has the authentication pages as well. Like you can see that this is the login page. If you want to it, you can use the forget password page as well, and there is a create account page as well. And we're gonna use these pages as well when we integrate device gem for user authentication purpose in our app. But for now we will use only admin side pages because we need to integrate admin theme. Okay, and we will serve all admin features inside the admin namespace, and there we will display the pages of this application, the pages of this theme. Okay, so let's preview it again and see all the pages that we gonna use. Okay, so first we will use this dashboard, and into the dashboard we will create our resources in the left side sidebar, and we will add links to the resources here, and then upon click we gonna see something here. Okay, now here you can see that it has also links for the colors, borders and all that, pages and charts as well. Okay, so these are the different charts that this theme already has. However, I'm repeating again that we don't use charts in this lecture. Okay, but if you wish, you can use the charts for analytic purpose. Okay, and that is really simple to use. Okay, so this is a very simple admin theme which you can use to build an admin backend. However, this is not satisfying all the admin side requirements, but I'm sure that you will definitely get an idea about how to integrate an admin theme and how to define custom layouts in a Rails application. Okay, so what I mean here is that this is a very basic theme. Okay, but by integrating this theme you will have a much better idea that how to integrate an admin side theme. So once you integrate this successfully, then you can integrate any kind of admin theme, I'm sure. Okay, and you will also get to know that how to use custom layouts and how to define custom layouts in a Rails application. Okay, so the first step to integrate this theme is to download the theme. Okay, so go to the SB admin boots theme homepage. Okay, and here you can see a button that free download. Okay, however, if you have some money, you can go for upgrade to pro, but I think let's free download it. Okay, so our file has been downloaded. Okay, now just go to the file location and just extract this. Okay, let's extract here. Okay, so our file has been downloaded. Now what we need, that we need to configure and use the theme assets like JavaScript and style sheets into our Rails application. But before that, I would like to tell you that since we are integrating an admin theme, okay, an admin theme like this. Okay, so we are integrating an admin theme and we will only use this theme for admin user purpose. So first we need to create an admin layout so that only the admin panel has the theme views, not all application pages. Okay, so let's create the admin layout first. So what you need to do, that first go to the app views layouts and create a new layout and name it as admin.html.erb. Okay, so open your project folder and into the app views layouts, just create a new layout and name it as admin.html.erb. Okay, however you can name this layout whatever you want. Okay, now before doing anything, first copy all the content from the application layout and paste this application layout inside the admin.html.erb and save this file. Okay, now let's close it and open it again. Yeah, now what you need to do, that first you need to make a style sheet peg tag and replace this application from admin. Okay, and do the same thing for javascript peg tags as well. Just make it admin and save your layout file. Okay, now what we need to do, then first we need to import the application asset, theme assets now into our rails project. Okay, so before doing that, let's see what the pages our theme has. Okay, so go to the themes folder and let's click on the index page. Okay, so it's opened in the browser, and now go back and open this theme directory into the Sublime. So go to the Sublime or whatever text editor you prefer. Okay, so you can use that. Okay, now let's open the index.html.erb. Sorry, it is not a Rails project. And let's open the index.html dot, sorry, just index.html. I'm too Rails addicted. Okay, now go come to the bottom of the file, and here you can see that this index file is using these kind of JS stuff like jQuery min.js and bootstrap bundle.min.js, and we do not need to use this for our Rails app. Why? Because we already integrated bootstrap 4 with popper.js. So, and we also added jQuery as well, because bootstrap 4 depends upon jQuery. So we don't need these two files, jQuery min.js and bootstrap bundle min.js. Okay, now we need to add the remaining files like jQuery easing.min.js and sbadmin min.js, and from vendor we need to use chart min.js and chart area and chart py demo. Okay, later we will definitely remove these chart files as well, because our purpose is to only use the admin themes, not to integrate the charts. So we will remove that in coming lectures. Okay, or later in our course project. Okay, but for now we need to integrate these files. So you can see the path, that the path exists in the vendor bootstrap js bootstrap bundle dot sorry, vendor jQuery easing and jQuery easing dot min dot js. So now what we need to do, that we need to create a plugin folder in our Rails application. Okay, uh, our application JavaScript pegs. Why? Because we are using an external theme pages, theme resources. So we need to separate them via plugin, or whatever name you want to choose here. You can choose. Okay, uh, but just for ideally, I'm using the plugin name here. Okay, but if you use another name, then just make sure that you use the same name for the file path wherever you importing the files. Okay, because it is mandatory, else you will get the error. Okay, because I'm creating the plugin directory, so I will use plugin into the path everywhere where I import the asset files. Okay, so now let's come to the our project folder, and into the app JavaScript, inside the pegs create a directory and name this directory as plugins. Okay, and into that plugins, now what we need to create, first we need to create jQuery easing.min.js. Okay, so let's create a file and save this file as jQuery easing.min.js. And another file that you can create is sbadmin2 min.js, sbadmin2.min.js. Okay. Now the next file we're gonna use here is chart.min, and another file that chart area demo and chart py demo we need to use. Okay, because we are using those file names here, chart area demo and chart py demo. Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to copy the content of these files from the theme files and replace here. Okay, so let's do it one by one. So go to the theme folder again and open vendor folder first. So in vendor, you will find jQuery easing. Okay. And here from jQuery easing, you can copy the jQuery easing.min.js. Okay. So copy this and just paste this file into your project's jQuery easing.min.js. Okay. And now save this and do the same thing for rest of the files. So now next we need to copy the sbadmin file. Okay, so let's see where the sbadmin file is in the theme. So first open the index file again, go to the bottom of the file, and you can see the sbadmin file is in the js folder. Okay, so open this js folder and sbadmin to main.js, copy this. Okay, and paste it into the project's sbadmin. Okay. Now do the same thing for chart.min. And what we will do here, you can find this file in, okay, sorry, first go to the charts and you can find that chart.min in vendor chart.js dot chart.min. So open the chart.js folder into the theme and copy the chart.min, copy this text and paste into your project's asset chart.min. Save it. Now do the same thing for chart.py.demo. Okay, so open the theme project. Here you can copy chart area demo, copy this and paste it into your project. Now do the same thing for chart.py demo, copy this and paste into your project's chart.py demo. Save it. Okay, now we saved these files into our plugins, but we are not done here because we are using an admin layout, so we need to create the resource for admin first as well. Okay, so now create an admin.js file inside this spec folder. Okay, so save it, admin.js. Okay, and this open the application.js. Okay, since we are using rails 6 default, okay, and we need jQuery and we need active storage into admin side as well, we need channels and we need turbo links as well. So copy the entire content from application.js and paste that into admin.js. Okay, now save it. You can just remove this line, import css application. Okay, because we don't need that, and we will create our own admin css. So okay, so we will import css admin here, sorry, admin css here, not application css. Now let's copy all plugin files. Okay, so what we need to do, let's import these files from plugins. So just after import bootstrap, what you need to do, that import from plugins. So copy up to this mark, and here, yeah, just make sure one thing, that you are importing everything into the right order. Okay, so what is the right order? Here you can see in our theme file. themes index file, that jquery min, then bootstrap, then jquery easing, then sbadmin 2, and then chart min, then chart area demo, and then chart py demo. So we're gonna use that in the same order. Okay, so just copy that, and what you need to do now, just paste it here, and here you need to make sbadmin 2.min, and then import chart.min. Now, what we need to do next, that we need to do the same thing for importing the style assets from the sbadmin. Okay, here open the index file again from the theme, and now we need to go at top of the file. Okay, because it has imported top of the styles from the top. Okay, now check here, it has imported sbadmin to min.scss, sorry, css. Now open the css folder, and you can find sbadmin to css, or you can also find to min.scss as well. But we're gonna use scss here, because we are using application.scss in our project, so we will use the scss format of this file. Okay, so what we need to do now, that we need to copy this entire SCSS folder from this theme, and use that inside the application in our course project. Sorry, not in application, in our course project, into the app JavaScript CSS folder. Okay, so here you can see that we have created a CSS folder in our app JavaScript when we integrated Bootstrap 4. Okay, so here we need to create a new directory inside the CSS and name this directory as plugins. Okay, now into the plugins, we're gonna use all the CSS directories from the theme. Okay, so just open your downloaded themes. Okay, and copy the entire scss folder from here, copy this scss and paste that into your course project. Here you can see that I'm at the plugins folder of my app JavaScript CSS, and now I will paste the entire scss folder into the course project. So now you can see that I have plugins folder here. Okay, and now just like we created admin.js inside the app JavaScript packs, we need to create admin.scss inside our css directory here. So let's create a new file here and save this file as admin.scss. Sorry, save it. Okay, and now what we will import here, that we will import at the rate import plugins css. Okay, and here you can see into this scss we have a file sbadmin to scss. Okay, it has imported all the variables, so we need to import this file. Okay, so write sbadmin to scss, sbadmin 2. Okay, css, save the file. Now since we saved our admin.scss, it's time to design our admin layout. So just open the app views layouts, and inside the admin layout, what we need to do now, that we will import some meta text from the theme. Okay, so open the index html, and here you can see that we have some meta text like this, so just copy that and change our admin theme, our admin side head content. Okay, here what we will use the title as student management admin dashboard. Now save it and start your Rails server. So Rails server for starting your server, and run the webpack dev server as well. And now visit the students page in the browser, but you will see some errors here. Okay, let's see what's the error. Okay, so here you can see that can't resolve plugin jQuery dash easing dot min in home projects students. Okay, so what's error here? Let's see. Okay, so open the admin.js. Okay, jQuery.easing.min. Okay. Okay, so this is the problem that we added. Sorry, I added uh, this dash symbol rather than this dot. Okay, so now it's fine. Okay, save it. Now let's visit. Okay, so now it is showing that app JavaScript pack plugin jQuery easing.min.js. Okay, so now since we renamed the file, so we need to restart our webpack dev server as well. So come to that. Let's restart our webpack dev server, and now when you refresh the page, okay, let's see what happened. Okay, so we get our styles working. Okay, and our application is our admin theme is working. Okay, but it seems like our admin theme is working, but it is not working correctly. Why? Because we just used our JS assets. Okay, but we did not added our admin.scss into our admin.js file. Okay, so what we need to do, that you can see in application.js, that we import CSS and application. So we need to do the same thing with import CSS admin. Okay, so come to the admin.js file, and in this JS file, what you need to do, just above the Bootstrap, import CSS admin and save this. So when you save this, you will get another error that import vendor Bootstrap and Bootstrap SCSS. Okay, so obviously we will get this error because we just you copy and paste the entire folder from our theme folder, but here we can see that we are not using the themes Bootstrap. Now we are using the Bootstrap that we added into our project. Okay, so what we need to do here, that we need to do the same thing that we done in application.scss. So just copy this line. Okay, copy this line and use that line in sbadmin. Remove this line, paste it here, save it. Now once you save, you will see that the error has been gone, and now we do not have any error in our webpack dev server as well, and now it's working fine. Okay, so just restart this as well. Okay, but still we are not using the we are not seeing the pages of sbadmin like this. Just open your theme folder. Okay, go to the index.html. Okay, we are not seeing the effects like this. Okay, so just to see the effects of this, what we need to do, that first we need to copy some, let's say, font family from our theme file. So go to the index.html in your theme. Okay, and once you can find here the font family. Okay, so copy this font family and paste it into your admin.html.layout. Okay, so let's open your admin layout and paste it here. Okay, and save this. But and when you refresh the page, you will still not be able to see the font changes here. Why? Because we just created our admin layout and we are just create using the theme files, but we haven't mentioned that which controller to use, which layout. Okay, so by default here you can see in our terminal that whenever you refresh a page, it is just rendering the application layout. You can see that rendering layout application.html.erb. Okay, so what we need to do now, that open your students controller. Okay, in your students controller, just mention that layout admin. Okay, save this. Now refresh your browser. Okay, so you can see that font has been changed, and when you look at the terminal, you can see that now your rendered layout is admin.html.erb. Okay, now your student partial is not rendering inside the application layout, it is rendering inside the admin layout. Here you can see rendered layout admin.html.erb and rendering layout admin.html.erb. Why? Because we just wrote layout admin here. Okay, now we imported it, but we need to import the styles from our admin as well, like this sidebar and this background color. So what we need to do, that again go open the index file of your layout, and here you can see that we have an id attribute in the body of the page. So just copy this page top id and paste it into your admin layout. Here you can paste it, save it. Now we will remove this header as well. Okay, because we don't need that, and we will use this footer as well because we gonna use now our admin themes, header and footer. Okay, so now save it and again open your text.html into the theme, and you can see that we have a wrapper class here. Okay, okay, so now just copy this wrapper class and paste everything, yield everything inside that wrapper. Okay, so just copy this div wrapper, just opening element, and replace everything like this container and row from your layout. Paste it. Okay, and just save it. Now let's see, after refreshing your page, what you can see here. Okay, you will see that there is no header footer now, and we are seeing the page into the page is taking complete area, no container this time. Okay, but we need a content like this. Okay, so just open your index.html again into the theme. Okay, so here you can see that we have this text for sidebar. Okay, so now just copy this sidebar element and create a partial into the shared file in your app views. First minimize this javascript because we don't need it now. Okay, now just create a partial into the shared, and you can name this partial as, let's say, new file. Save this and you can name it like admin sidebar dot html dot erb. Okay, just to make it underscore admin sidebar. Why? Because we are making it as partial, and we know that partial always start with an underscore. Paste it here, save it. We can correct the indentation later, and you can also try this at your end as well. Okay, because this is not the target of this lecture. Okay, so now what you need to do, that first render this sidebar here. You can render it like let's say render shared and then admin sidebar. Save it. Once you refresh your page, you can see that this sidebar is appearing into your browser, okay, or in your layout. Here you can see that we are still not seeing this settings icon and this dashboard icon and this emoji icon. Why? Because this theme using font awesome icons, and we are not importing font awesome icons here, but we will do that in next lecture, where we will import font awesome icon using webpacker in our else app, and then we will see that how the icons are working. Okay, now just come to the theme file. Here you can see that we have a header here as well, so now we need to copy the header. So just go to the theme again, and here you can see that we have an element here, that div content wrapper and class deflex flex column. So just copy this div. Okay, and we need this class into our admin dot layout. So just copy this, paste it. Okay. And inside this div, now see your theme file again, themes index file again. Just go to div content, just paste it here. Okay, and now you can see the top bar. Okay, so this top bar is our admin themes header, so just copy this top bar as well. Okay, and this top bar becomes the header of our admin theme. So just create another partial into your layouts, sorry, into your shared folder, and name this file as admin header, admin header dot stml dot erp, and paste everything here. Okay, save it, and just replace the partial here, just render the partial here. You can write render shared admin header. Okay, save this. Now refresh your browser. So we are still not seeing header here. Let's check what happened. Okay, we created the file admin header correct, and we rendered the correct partial here. Then why it is not showing? Refresh the page. Okay, so the problem is that we did not call this yield block inside the content now, so we need to call this yield block inside the content. So just cut the yield from outside the content and save it here, and now refresh your browser. Okay, so you can see the background color here now, and you can also see the header as well. Now we will do the same thing for footer partial. Okay, so because we wanna see footer as like this, and we will use this jQuery easing effect as well. So just go to the index file of your theme. Okay, and you can copy the footer from here. Okay, just copy this, and create an admin footer inside your shared directory. So let's create admin footer rp. Okay, and paste here, save it. And now when you refresh your browser, okay, but I'm making mistake again, that I haven't rendered that. Okay, copy it And after shielding the block, you need to render your footer here. Okay, and make it admin footer. Save the file and refresh your browser now. You can see that we have header here. We are still not seeing that arrow icon just like this, because we did not edit font or some icon so far, so we cannot see that. Okay, now we have used edit themes sidebar and themes header and themes footer as well. Now what we need to do, that we need to create a theme dashboard page. Okay, and for that dashboard page we need to create a controller. Okay, but before adding that dashboard, you can see into the index file of the theme that everything is rendered inside the container fluid. Okay, so we also need to yield everything, or we need to display everything inside the container fluid if you want to make the same display as per the theme. But if you want to use some other things, that you can definitely use your custom classes or without container fluid or container. But I will use the same format here. So let's add a container fluid class here, and then yield everything inside that container class. Sorry, yeah, yes, indent here, and then close this container div. Now save the page and refresh your browser. Okay, you can see some kind of spacing here. Okay, so we added our theme, sidebar, header, and footer. Now we will add the admin dashboard controller. So first create a controller inside admin dashboard. First create an admin controller inside the controllers. So create a new file and make it, let's say, no, in admin you can create dashboard controller, dashboard controller.rb. Okay, and into that dashboard controller, what you need to make it like, let's say, copy this and just paste here. Sorry, copy it and paste here and just name it as dashboard. Okay, dashboard controller, and just to make an action here, let's say f index, and render the layout here, layout admin. Okay, now go to the routes file, routes, and just make admin namespace here, namespace admin 2. And in this namespace what we need to make, get dashboard, dashboard and index section of this dashboards controller. Okay, now we need to create admin directory into the views first, because we are using the dashboard index inside the admin namespace. Okay, so whenever you use namespace resources, then first create the directory with the same name as your namespace into the views. So first create admin directory here, and into that admin directory we need to create the directory with dashboard controller. And now in that dashboard we will create a file with name index. Save it, index.html.erb. And now in that index, first let's visit this into the browser. So open admin and then dashboard. Okay, when you refresh the page you will see an empty page here. Okay, now go to your theme page, the themes index file, and copy everything from this controller. So what we will copy from here, copy everything. Okay, and now we will display that into the dashboard page now. Okay, we will of course change it later because we are not going to use this dummy charts and all that. Okay, but just for an example that how it looks like, we will first copy that and paste it into the dashboards index template. Paste here, save the file, and now refresh your browser. So here you can see that some empty charts. Okay, just because when we add our like you can see that you have some icons here, some chart icons here, and this image, we of course we do not edit that image as well. Okay, so once we add each of these things, then each of the font awesome font, we once we integrate font awesome into our else app, we can see each of the icons here and the charts here as well. Okay, because the charts are giving some errors now because we did not edit them, and now you can see that this image is also not visible here. Why? Because we did not edit that image as well. Okay, here you can see that everything is appears like this, and this is the dashboard that how we can use for our rails application. Okay, so now we can customize this dashboard and everything here. Okay, so you can see that there are some dummy links and all that. You can of course correct this indentation and make things look more is better. Okay, so the purpose of this lecture has been fulfilled, that we saw that how we can integrate an admin theme into our application. Okay, so there is a simple procedure that first create the layout for the namespace that you want to add. Okay, of course if you want to add integrate an admin theme, then just name your layout as admin. Okay, and if you sometimes you might want it site as well because you want to integrate a theme for the public users, or you want to display some attractive pages like bootstrap 5 or bootstrap 4. Okay, then you may create your layout with site name. Okay, and here we just integrated admin theme, so we just named our layout with admin. Okay, so the basic procedure is first name your layout, then copy the required assets from the theme directory into your else application, and then use those assets in a proper order, in the same order which your theme is following. Okay, so arrange that assets into that order and then render that and then create a layout for that theme or for the purpose of the theme that you want to display, and then render that layout in your controllers. Okay, and that's it, you will be done with the theme integration. So that is very simple procedure, and you can reference this video for any kind of theme integration, and I'm sure this will definitely help you. Okay, and if you stuck anywhere while integrating this theme, just let me know through the comment section. Okay, so that's all from this lecture. In the next lecture we will add font awesome using yarn, so that we can see the icons into our theme here, and from after that lecture we will start adding our resources into admin namespace for analytical purpose. Okay, so thanks for watching this. Let's meet into the next lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.